Hello everyone, Saurabh Srivastava here. Today I am going to talk from Brian Tracy's book, Focal Point. We are on chapter 1, Unlock Your Full Potential, the Grand Slam formula. So Grand Slam formula is the focal point process is made up of 4 parts: simplification, leveraging, acceleration and multiplication. The Grand Slam formula is another key to doubling your income and doubling your time off. Simplify. The first letter of Grand Slam stands for simplify. To get better control of your time and to double your income and dramatically increase the quality of your personal life, you must learn to simplify everything you do. You must be continually reducing and eliminating activities that take up too much time and contribute very little to your goals. You simplify your time and your life by stop doing as many things of low value as possible. This will free up more time to do the few things that really make a difference. To simplify your life, zero-based thinking is one of the most powerful strategies you can learn and apply on a regular basis. Second part is so before we go to the second part, what Brand Tracy is trying to say here is that simplify your life. Look at each and every aspect of your life and see if you can simplify. You can eliminate few things and achieve more productivity by that. Can you delegate certain things? Then leverage. The second letter of Grand Slam formula stands for leverage. You use leverage to get to the most out of yourself. You leverage your strength and abilities to achieve more than you thought you could. The Greek philosopher Archimedes once said, that is perfect example of what Archimedes said, give me lever long enough and a place to stand and I can move the world. This principle applies to you as well. Definitely, if we leverage our strength and all the things that we have our time appropriately, we can do anything that we want in our life. There are 7 forms of leverage that you can develop. These forms of leverage are often available to you for asking other people's knowledge. We can read, just like this book. This is knowledge from Brian Tracy's. We can leverage this knowledge to advance other people's energy. We can just like we talked about in simplify, we can evaluate the things, the low value tasks that if we can offload from our work and give it to someone else to complete. That's how we can leverage other people's energy, other people's money. If the third form of leverage is other people's money, your ability to borrow and tap into financial resources of other people can enable you to accomplish extraordinary things that would not be possible if you had to pay for them out of your own resources. Other people's successes, so we can leverage the quality of your results by studying the successes enjoyed by other people and other companies. Successful people usually have paid a high price in money and emotion, difficulties and disappointment to achieve a particular goal. By studying their successes and learning from their experiences, you can often save yourself an enormous amount of time and trouble. Other people's failures. The fifth form of leverage is other people's failures. Benjamin Franklin once said, man can either buy his wisdom or borrow it by buying it. By buying it, he pays full price in personal time and treasure. But by borrowing it, he capitalizes on the lessons learned from the failures of others. That is so true. We can learn from other people what they did and why they failed. If we want to be successful in a certain business, we can learn from the failures and understand that okay, these are things we have to avoid to get better. Other people's ideas. One good idea is all you need to start a fortune. The more you read, learn and discuss and experiment, the more likely it is you will come across an idea that combined with your own abilities and resources will make you great success in your field. Other people's contacts. Each person you know knows many other people, many of whom can be helpful. Whom do you know who can open doors for you or introduce you to right people? Whom do you know who can help you to achieve your goal faster? One introduction is one key person can change the entire direction of your life. Accelerate. The third letter of Grand Slam formula is accelerate. Today, in our society, there is an incredible need for speed. Everyone is impatient. Everyone wants everything yesterday. And even if they didn't know they wanted it until today, anyone who can act quickly to satisfy the needs of other people can move rapidly to the front of line. Always be looking for ways to do things faster for the key people and customers in your life. Multiply. The fourth letter is for multiply. Uh, the primary way you can multiply yourself by organizing and working with other people who have skills and abilities that are complementary to your own. A good manager becomes multiplication sign in that he or she coordinates the work of different people so that the outcome of team is far greater than the total outcome of individuals working alone. The effective manager creates a high performance environment that elicits extraordinary performance from ordinary people. The ability to assemble a team of excellent people and then help your team accomplish important tasks is central to the long term success. It is key to multiplying yourself and your ability. Double your time off. So this is the last section of this chapter. Double your time off. To double your time off, you need to power the decisiveness more than any other single quality and attributes. Your ability to decide to take time off and then stick to your decision is the key to doubling your time off and spending more time in your personal relationships. Now, most people are convinced that they have so much to do that they have no real choice about whether they can take time off. They often feel they have to sacrifice their personal lives for their work, but that is seldom true. This is exaggeration. As much as 80% of a person's time at work is spent in activities that contribute with very little to work. Are you spending time outside instead of focusing on your work? You are chit chatting or doing other stuff being at work. And here is a very good small joke that he has written. Consider the story of a little girl who goes to her mother and asks, "Mommy, why does daddy bring home a briefcase full of work every night and work all evening and never spend any time with us?" Mommy replies, "Honey, you have to understand. Daddy can't get all his work done at office during the day. That's why he has to bring it home and work on it in the evening." The little girl looks up at her mommy and says, "Why don't they just put him in slower class?" That's so true. If we manage our time and effectively, there might be situations where people are doing it but they can offload their work. If we manage it effectively, we should be able to finish off our all work at work and then come back and spend time with family. So working inefficiently and ineffectively during the work day, they get less and less done in more and more time. They socialize with their co-workers and they work on low value tasks. Meanwhile, the critical jobs on which their success depends builds up, causing them enormous stress and giving them the feeling of being hurried and overworked. So here after that, Brian Tracy concludes with 6 steps of doubling your income and doubling your time off. Identify the few tasks that contribute the greatest value to your work. Think your work through carefully. Discuss it with your boss and coworkers. Identify your key task with absolute clarity so that you know without a shadow of doubt that you can do to make the greatest contribution. Identify the routine tasks and activities that that consume so much time but contribute little or nothing to your long-term goals to work. Third one, use the Grand Slam formula to dramatically increase your output and result. Simplify, leverage, accelerate, and multiply your talent and abilities through others. Then fourth, decide take today to take at least one full day each week off during which you spend time exclusively on your personal pursuits. During this time off, refuse to do anything associated with work. Do not read, make phone calls, or do anything as such for work. Once you are comfortable taking one day off each week, expand your time off to 2 days. A full weekend every week. Begin to schedule a 3-day vacation every 3 months and eventually every 2 months. Begin to schedule 2 to 4 weeks of vacation every year. Reorganize your life so that time off becomes a major priority. Then sixth, start today to pay closer attention to things you do. Be more conscious and aware of yourself and your actions. Think about your task carefully before you begin. Identify your most important tasks and concentrate on them single mindedly. The very act of continually thinking through your activities before you begin will develop within you new habits of thought and action that will lead to greater level of productivity and performance. You will be amazed at the improvements that take place in every part of your life, and they will take place far faster than you can imagine. With that, we conclude the first chapter. We will be looking into chapter 2, double your productivity, and looking forward to sharing that with you. With that, you have a good day. Bye.